Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you are watching this video for the first time, I gave my CA final exams in the Jan 26 attempt, and as you are aware that it was one of the toughest attempt in the CA final history. So for that reason, I am making these videos and sharing my experience of the Jan 26 attempt and how did I prepare for my Jan 26 attempt, so that you guys who are going to give their exams in May 26 and September 26 are aware of how the papers are going to be and how you can tackle the toughest exam if it comes in May 26 or in September 26. I have already uploaded strategies on direct tax, indirect tax and audit, and this is my fourth video. So in this video, we are going to talk about how you can tackle the AFM paper. In our attempt, it was one of the toughest paper that came, and how did I tackle? I will share that as well with you guys. So watch the video till the end, and without wasting much time, let's start with the video. So if you are watching this video for the first time, whatever videos I have posted on direct tax, indirect tax and audit strategy are in a playlist called as CA Final Series. And also a disclaimer for those guys who are watching that the videos are going to be long, and so watch it on 2x, but do not skip the video because these videos are my experience that I am sharing, and it is very crucial for you guys that you understand how the CA finals are now going to be conducted and what all points that you definitely need to keep in mind. So do not skip the video, watch the entire video, but watch it on 2x because it is a long video and you have to prepare for a May 26 as well. So now starting with the first point, the format of the video is same as the previous video. So I will continue with the same format, that is the videos you must watch. And in AFM, there are not so many videos that I will recommend you to watch, but there is one particular video which I will request you to watch. That is the MCQ video which is posted by Ankush Chirimar classes, and it is around a 4-hour video which covers all the MCQs from the past papers, from the MTP, RTP and even the 35 case scenario booklet question. So watch that video. I will show how the video looks like, and even I have jotted down the important question timeline in the comment section. I will show you where you can find my comment section, and if you do not find my comment section, I will jot down the timelines in this Word file so you can directly copy paste it. So let me show you how the video looks like and what all important questions that you need to refer from that video. So as you can see, this is the video which is posted by Ankush Chirimar sir and CA Nikhil Monga. So it covers all the case scenario questions, the past RTP questions and MTP MCQ questions. It is around a 5-hour 23 minutes video, but I have made a timeline of all the important questions. So as you can see, this is my comment 362 Saurabh Jain. So all the important questions and the new questions that are there in the MCQ section, I have jotted down each and every timeline for each question. You can directly refer to my timeline and watch the entire MCQ video. Otherwise, if you want to watch the entire video, you can watch it and make your own important question timeline. I will just copy paste this for you guys and include it in the Word file so that you guys are able to directly use it in the comment section. So let me just do that. So this is the timeline. I will share this Word file with you guys in the drive link so you can directly copy paste it and include it in the comment section. You will get the timeline. Now the second video that you must watch, and it is a very important video that you cannot skip, the Jan 26, September 25 and May 25 RTP question video. So you can watch it from any faculty that you like, but do not skip it because there are many important questions in that video, many new questions that are there in the video which you will have to refer while doing your revision, because there are high chances that questions might arrive from the new questions only. And ICI from the past few attempts are testing the concepts, and more concepts are tested in the new questions that is drafted in the RTP and MTP that is posted by the ICI. So do not skip the Jan 26, September 25 and May 25 RTP. Now coming to the next point, that is the planner. The planner remains the same if you have watched my previous video. If you have not watched my previous video, the first revision of yours should complete by at least 8 to 10 days, and it should include all the concepts. The question bank is important in AFM, so do the question practice as much as you can. and the amendments. There are no amendments in AFM, but if there are new questions, then you must practice those new questions. And after revising for the first time, you have to definitely give a mock test. And where to give the mock test, I will cover it in the next point. Then the second revision, the same pattern continues, but in the first revision, make sure while doing your question bank, you mark the important question, because you cannot revise the entire AFM in 1.5 days. So you have to mark the important question while doing the first revision. Then in the second revision, you have to only practice the mark important questions only, because after doing the first revision, you would have understand that there are many questions you can easily solve even if they come directly in the exam. So you have to skip those questions. You have to mark only those questions which you are not able to do it in the first revision, or you think that are very crucial for your exam. You have to do that questions only. So in the second revision, the same concept applies, that you have to do the concept book and then you have to practice the question. In AFM and FR, the question bank is more important. In AFM, the formula that you have to remember, you must remember. So while doing your revision, focus on formula ratifying and then doing the question bank. And then in the second revision, inculcate the RTP in your revision. So whatever is the recent RTP, that is your attempt is May 26. So May 26 RTP, then Jan 26, September 25 and May 25. 4 RTPs you must refer, because then only you will be able to holistically do all the revision. Then you have to give a mock in the second revision. So after completing the second revision, you have to again give a mock. And Jan 26 was a difficult paper, so refer the Jan 26 paper as well. I will tell you how it was a difficult paper, but in your revision you have to refer the Jan 26 paper as well. And the second revision should complete by 5 to 6 days. And in the third revision, you have to do the same thing, important questions, RTPs, and if there are any new questions in the May 26 RTP and MTP, do that as well. And the revision should complete by 2 to 3 days. But you have to keep in mind that in the third revision, you should not give a mock test, because if you give a mock test and the marks are not as per your expectation, you might lose confidence. So do not give the mock test in the third revision. Now coming to the next point, that is where you have to give the mock test, from whom you have to purchase the mock test. It is only one that I will recommend, that is the AIR 1 mock test series, because those mock tests are in line with how the CA final exam come. So you have to give that mock test series only, or purchase that mock test series only. Rest all mock test series are only copy pasted questions that come into your mock test. But in case of AR1, they just draft the question in such a way that you think it is a new question. So it will be a good practice for you guys. And the only purpose of giving a mock test should be that whether you are able to complete the entire paper in 3 hours, whether you are able to tackle the new questions if they come, that is should be the main purpose of giving a mock test. If you judge your marks based on your mock test, it is a wrong idea, because the CA final exams and the mock test are two different things. You just have to analyze whether your practice is good or not from the mock test. You should not analyze the marks, because there are high chances if the paper come on the tougher side, the mock test marks will not align with your CA final exam marks. So do not judge your marks after giving a mock test. Just judge your preparation while giving your mock test. Now coming to the next point, and it is one of the most important point of this video, so do not skip this part. That is the areas where additional efforts are required. And since the Jan 26 paper was one of the toughest paper, I have jotted down the important areas that you need to keep in mind. Firstly, you have to create your own handwritten notes for formulas, because there are many formulas in the AFM subject and you might get confused in the 1.5 days that which all formulas are there. So create a handwritten note for formulas. It is very important. And in case of forex, derivatives, and there is one more chapter, I think so, IFM, International Financial Management. In these 3 chapters, there are similar concepts. So in case of forex, there is future concept. In case of option, there is also a future concept. So make a comparative between both the concepts. This is very important, because in case of forex, the future concept is different. In case of derivatives, the future concept is different. You might mix the concept between the chapters. So make a comparative. So this is my first point. Now second point is, do not skip the theory chapters, because there are only 4 important theory chapters, that is must. So you should not skip the theory chapter, because if the paper is on the tougher side, which was in Jan 26, there are some theory concepts which I remembered and I was able to give my paper in a very good manner. So do not skip the theory chapter. You do not have to ratify it like the audit exam, but just read through it, understand the important points and concepts, and just directly write that in your paper. And now don't skip any chapter. And this is the crucial point, that why the Jan 26 paper was one of the toughest paper, because it contained at least 20 to 25 marks of forex. And many students give up forex after revising for the first time, because it is a very lengthy topic and it is also a very technical chapter, and that is why students skip that chapter. And in Jan 26 ICI tested that for around 20 to 25 marks. Even in MCQ there was a 6-mark question from that chapter only, forex chapter. So that is why it became one of the toughest exam, because other questions from other chapters were technical, conceptual. There was some new points in each and every question from other chapters, but in forex it was a copy pasted question. But since students left the forex chapter, it became a tougher one for each and every student. So that is why do not skip any chapters. There are hardly around 10 to 12 chapters in AFM, and there are only 3 to 5 chapters which are big enough, and rest all chapters are small enough. So plan your revision accordingly, so you do not feel that it is a very big subject, and do the entire chapters thoroughly. Now, fourth point, MCQs will directly come from the small question. So yes, when you are doing your first revision, you will mark down the important questions, and mostly important questions are very lengthy questions or tricky questions. But MCQs will come from the smaller questions. So just while revising for the first time, revise it thoroughly. Even revise the homework section, because in our case the second MCQ that came in my paper was from a homework section question. So revise the homework section as well while doing your first revision. And in the second revision, if you find anything important in the homework session, you can do that as well. But do not skip the small question from the first revision itself. You have to do the entire book at least for once in the first revision. Then in the second and third revision, you can do the important questions only, because the time is not enough to do the entire book for second and third revision. And now fifth and the last point, and it is a very common mistake, that you have to purchase new books because there will be new questions. Since AFM is the first or the second subject that we start in our CA's final journey, it is an old book, and while you are giving your exam, it is around 2.5 years after you give your exam. So there are many new questions that ICA gives in the module as well as in the RTP that is not included in your question bank. So before starting the first revision, purchase new books from whatever faculty that you have taken the lectures from, but do purchase the new book. And lastly, my experience for the Jan 26 exam. So while the AFM paper of Jan 26 was one of the toughest, it was not tough for me because I did the entire AFM and I did not skip any concept. Even the forex chapter, I did it completely. However, there was some luck factor with me because I was going to leave one concept from the forex chapter, but luckily I did it in the last 1.5 hours, and the same question came in the first MCQ. So some luck was there in my AFM paper. However, there were 2 or 3 questions that I made a mistake in, and that is why AFM paper was somewhere tough for me, because I made silly mistakes in 1 or 2 questions in my AFM paper, because I forgot that concept and I actually did the mistake in 1 or 2 questions. So around 10 marks I actually did the mistake, and that is why it was a tough paper for me, because that were easy questions and I actually forgot the concept and I was not able to do it, and that panic came into the next questions as well. So overall it was a good paper for me, but if I would have done that 2 questions, then AFM would have been one of the best papers for my attempt, but because of those 2 questions it became a tough paper for me. And crucial learning that I gained from the AFM exam, that even if your paper goes not as per your expectation, you have to focus on the next paper. So after AFM, I had to definitely focus on the audit paper, because now I have to make the aggregate from the audit paper. And if you would have watched my previous video regarding my audit experience, you would have understand how the panic came from the AFM paper to the audit paper. So a crucial learning for you guys, that even if your paper does not go as per your expectation, you have to forget that paper and focus on the next paper. And also one thing that I told you in the previous video, you have to learn to practice to stay in the present. You have to think only in the present, not in the past, because as I said in the previous video, the CA final exam is all about the mindset that you keep in those 1.5 days. So this was my experience of the Jan 26 exams AFM paper. So now, as in my previous video, I have given you the 2 mock test papers that I purchased. If you are not able to afford any mock test paper, I have given 2 mock test paper in the drive link. The same I will share in the AFM and FR paper, and the drive link will be in the description. You can directly access the drive from the link as well. So this is the entire video. If you like this video, do share this video to all your CA friends. As I can see that the views of my videos are only around 200 to 300. So I am requesting you guys who are watching this video, share this video to your friends who are going to give their May 26 exam, because it is helpful for them only. I will not gain much benefit, but they will gain a huge benefit if they watch this video and inculcate the learnings in their preparation, so that they will also be able to do their preparation in a very thorough manner and give their exams in May 26 and crack their CA final exam. So do share this video to each and every friend of yours who are going to give their exams in May 26 or even September 26. If you like this video, do subscribe the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.